Decay here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today we are back. Oh gosh, I've got hiccups again. Very annoying. But yeah, we're back today just to kind of mess around, and by mess around, I mean actually get an exhibit done and not just place dirt for about 30 minutes like we did last time, because, well, I don't think that's tremendously interesting. And yeah, we got some cool stuff we can work on today, namely, let's actually make this exhibit. I want to get this done. I want to make something cool. I want something to happen. So yeah, that's the goal. So yeah, that's the main objective. Still not super sure how exactly I'm going to be doing this. I'm actually somewhat thinking I might take inspiration from one of my prehistoric kingdom builds and just kind of port that over to Minecraft, you know? Well, not literally, but like metaphorically port it over and see how it turns out. You know, we could get some cool builds going here, so hopefully. Yeah, hopefully at least, you know, one can always hope things will turn out well. But yeah, so that's the basic idea. I'm not super sure exactly how this is gonna go. You know, as it usually is, the intro's never really got any sort of plan, and then I slowly come up with one throughout the rest of the video. So anyway, I'm going to get started on that, and I'll bring you guys back in when hopefully there has been some sort of progress made. So I'll see you in just a second. Alright, so I got a bit of work done, and I'm actually very happy with how things are turning out, because if we look over here, also I did get this because references on the size of these animals is important. Not as important as it is with the Reborn mod, but still very important, very important. But yeah, this is what we have, and I'm pretty proud of this. I think it looks pretty cool. Oh gosh, my like mouse cord is like caught everywhere. It's very annoying. But yeah, anyway, so I basically just worked on this. The side of the enclosure, I kind of knew what my plan was, just because, well, you know, why start with the more complicated area you have no ideas for at the moment, and when you do have some ideas, and they kind of work, you know. But yeah, anyway, I put this in, and it's kind of a weird thing because I haven't done this in like any of the other builds, right? But basically, kind of like a just a wall to block off sight of things you're not really supposed to see, right? Like, you know, this is blocking off most of what would be like staff areas. And I do think it'd be kind of cool if like we went down here, right? And put in like a shed or something, or like, you know, maybe put like a forklift over here and some crates, and, you know, make it all like concrete and gravel and whatnot, and like really make it look like a work area. And then we've got this big wall here kind of covering it up, so, you know, the guests aren't looking in at the administration managing kind of stuff. They're looking at the cool, pretty exhibits. Also put in a big old area to put plants because I thought this would look a lot nicer. I'm still debating whether or not I want to put a low fence another block or so out, but I think this is good for right now. Not really sure what we're gonna do at the back of the enclosure. I'm kind of thinking this may end up just going to like a rock wall, because of course it would, you know, that's the trademark of the channel, you know. If I haven't thrown a rock wall in, well, is it really one of my videos, you know? And then over here, I think I'm gonna stick some of what I mentioned last episode of potentially just breaking this pathway and tearing it out and kind of reworking this, and I think that's still what I'm gonna go for. We'll just kind of have to wait and see what happens. But for the stuff we do have over here, I think this is looking really good, and I really like that wall. I think I'm gonna start putting a few more of those in around the park and areas where I just want to cover stuff up. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with this. I think this is looking really good, and it might be a much better exhibit than I thought it was gonna be. Which, you know, I mean, that's always a bonus. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to work at any rate, and I will bring you guys back in when we've made a bit more progress. Okay, we're back, and more progress has, of course, been made. Still no idea really how this whole area is working, but we have got a bit farther along on this whole section, and kind of a better idea of how this whole exhibit's probably going to shape up, I think. So I think I am gonna go with my original idea of kind of keeping most of this over here as like, well, an open space without any exhibits or any viewing areas into the Parasaur enclosure. Mostly just because, of course, on this side we have our brachiosaurs, so I wanted to keep them there. And wow, my viewing distance is very short. There we go, that's a bit better. There we go, that's what I was looking for. So we got the brachiosaurs there, obviously, and of course over here we have the Diplodocus, and considering especially I want to move the viewing area for these guys more towards this side, or like a bit more central like here, keeping this area more of like, you know, just like a scenery zone, I think will work a lot better. Hopefully, we'll see. You know, it's all trial and error at this point. But other things I've done, we started a bit of a rock wall here, and that's going to kind of continue along here, of course, you know, just naturally, because why wouldn't we? Same thing over there. We started a bit of a rock wall up by the fence, kind of bringing it along here. I mean, obviously, with this one, at least, there's the advantage of there's already a mountain here. So, you know, slowly just adding rocks along the side and kind of pulling that towards this direction. Also slowly sloping the ground down, and I'm trying to think, what else did I do? I don't think I did a tremendous amount extra. Let's hop up here. Oh yeah, that's one thing I wanted to show off. It's just an incredibly small detail, but kind of going off what I did there, and I might actually just switch to this design because that might be a bit too jarring, and this actually looks pretty good. Yeah, we just got these little stone retaining walls, and I really, really like them. I think they look really good. Kind of add a bit of extra detail and fun to the whole build. But yeah, anyway, the grass is slowly growing, and actually, never mind, it's almost completely done. So yeah, then I can start throwing some more plants in here. Hopefully that'll look good. I am still trying to figure out exactly how we're gonna do it with this whole area down here, how far it's gonna go. Which I think in a lot of ways it's just going to depend how many parasaurs I really want to throw in here, because well, I was about to say, not looking at that one. Oh, that's actually amazing that it's like laying down in the shade under the trees. I mean, obviously, you know, it's not like it's intentionally doing that, but I love that. That's cool. It is also amazing to see these Diplodocus actually somewhat moving around than instead of just sleeping all the time. Man, that's awesome. That's really cool. But yeah, anyway, I'm kind of trying to figure out where exactly we're going to end this exhibit off. Just because, once again, of course, I don't really have a solid idea on that yet, since I don't really know what's going out that direction, how that's all going to be dealt with, how this is going to be dealt with. Because, I mean, the parasaurs are fairly massive, and I would like a couple of them, so yeah, that's kind of going to be an interesting problem to solve. But anyway, yeah, there was something I wanted to mention actually, and it's the midpoint of the video probably by now, or close. Well, probably not actually. I don't think I've recorded that long, but it's early enough. You know what? Whatever. Basically, I wanted to know, what do you guys want to see? This is basically just because, and I forgot to mention this in the last Reborn video, but in the Jurassic World Reborn series, all of you know we're kind of ending that one off. It's starting to close down, and we'll just be done with it. But would you guys be interested in potentially a fossils and archaeology version of that series? So basically just a short creative mode series where we go and build something similar to like our Reborn world, but with the fossils and archaeology mod instead. I don't know if you guys want to see that, but it was something I was considering doing just off suggestions from friends, and mostly because I'm trying to figure out what I want to replace the Reborn series with, since we're almost done with that. But yeah, anyway, enough about that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get back to work. We're gonna get not all of this finished, but a bit more finished, and hopefully get all of this kind of, well, I mean, you can kind of see where I want the rock wall to go, obviously, but get a bit more of this done, kind of hollow it out, and kind of figure out how big the exhibit needs to be. That being said, looking at the map, wait, where's the zooming key? This is actually a comparable space to the Triceratops, so yeah, this should be a good amount of room actually, especially if we go down there. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get back to work, and I'll bring you guys back in when there is some more stuff to show. So see you in just a second. Okay, we're back, and I'm pretty happy with the progress we've made between this and the last clip. So, I guess just quick recap on what I got done. We've got all of these lovely plants thrown in here. I might take some of this out and actually throw in some like prehistoric flowers or something like the Sarracenia or the Dilhophia, just to kind of add in a bit more color over here. Maybe some like, or maybe some just like regular flowers. Okay, one quick thing I just want to mention. that I noticed while I was building this. So, obviously, at some point in the future, probably the very distant future, this world will be going to whatever the next fossils and archaeology updates. Yes, I'm going to try and do that, even if it breaks a lot of things, we're going to go for it, because why not? And because of that, and I think it's going to 1.16, I don't necessarily want to add in a bunch of mods. As some of you know, I took out a bunch of mods, actually, and there were some issues from that. But because of that, I can't add in a couple of plant mods I really want to. That would add so many extra wonderful decorations, purely because they get removed anyway when the mod eventually updates. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Anyway, completely aside from that fact, yeah, I got the rock wall in. It's all in over here, at least, not that side. But over on this side, it's all in. I could probably throw a bit more dirt in and around the sides there, kind of make it flow a bit more naturally, kind of like over here and over here. So that midsection still needs a bit of work, but I've also flattened all of this out, and I got some work done over there that we're gonna go quickly hop over and take a look at. I also got all of this filled in dirt-wise, so hey, we're finally getting some of the stuff I was supposed to get done a while ago finished. Another thing, because the grass kind of came up super high, I just threw in another retaining wall. And I actually really like this. I think it's kind of cool looking. And maybe I should start throwing more of these in. Although maybe this one should be the gray terracotta. Part of me is thinking maybe I should switch that out. Who knows? We'll figure that out later. But anyway, we threw in all of this and kind of just waiting for the grass to grow. It's the great thing about having a silk touch pick is that you can literally just mine up a grass block and place it in. So no building those horrible little like grass walkways to get the grass to grow in somewhere. So yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, anyway, this is really starting to come together pretty well, I think. Again, we're having a bit of a weird thing over here where I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna go. I know at one point, now when this point was, I can't exactly remember, but I do remember at one point, hello? I did mention that I was thinking about maybe making a bridge across here and then continuing the pathways out there. And I'm really starting to think we should do that. The problem there's a problem here though, and that is, this really isn't high enough off the ground at that point. Maybe it is, maybe it is just barely, or well, I could edit the terrain, I guess, to make it tall enough. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe we'll put like a walkway over here, and then we can put a temporary fence underneath and either expand the exhibit out this direction or just keep the fence there. Who knows? We'll figure it out when we get there. And I feel like this exhibit, it's either going to be, this episode's either going to be way shorter than I think it is, or it's going to be way longer. I don't know, but my goal is to finally get the Parasaurs in today. We've spent too many episodes not doing anything. I want to get something done, and I feel very motivated right now, so that's a good thing. But anyway, yeah, that's where we are. So yeah, to finish this off, I'm trying to think, what do I need to do? So we need to get the pathway, we need to get like a fence basically across here, figure out what the path's gonna do, and finish filling in the terrain here and get the rock wall in over there. And then for the most part, it'll be finished. And then we can come back next episode and maybe work on a bit of decoration around here, kind of make it look a bit prettier. But today I really just I want to get the main exhibit done, and I want to get the dinosaurs in, and that should be good. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I think that's all I've got for right now. So I'm gonna go get those last things done, hopefully. So just the rock walls, filling in the terrain, and then figuring out what we're gonna do for the fencing, and I'll bring you guys back. So see you in just a second. And we're back. I got a lot done, as you can see. Well, both a lot and nothing at the exact same time in an odd way. So I got a bridge going out here, and I don't think this is the final design by a long shot. I think this is just gonna be my placeholder until I come up with a better idea for next episode, or whenever I come back and work more on this area. Also, yes, this is a thing. It is terrible. I'm going to figure out how to fix this and make it look a bit better. Anyway, oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, what is it? Yeah, we're gonna get the dinosaurs in. Man, my brain is gone. But yeah, I got plants in here. We have a bridge. I've blocked it off so that way it's not gonna, like, you know, they can't get out, hopefully. Hopefully being the key word there. And And yeah, I think everything's looking pretty good. I think it's looking pretty good overall. Now, I do only have 2 Parasaurs because I only had 2 eggs ready to go. I would have liked to hatch a few more, but you know what? That's fine for now. Also, we don't need this thing anymore. So yeah, that'll be good. But yeah, basically we just didn't have any others ready, and I wasn't feeling like waiting for culture bats to work. So yeah, that's the thing. Also, it's probably a good idea to only stick with 2 for now, since I don't really know how much bigger I want the exhibit to be. It's currently smaller than the trike exhibit. I think it's close to about like 2/3 of the trike exhibit, so we'll definitely have more over there. I just don't know what we're doing on that side of it yet, and how the bridge is going to work with everything. So yeah, I kind of feel like this is probably a better way to kind of get it. So, you know, we get some dinosaurs in, that'll be really fun and really cool, but, you know, we also, I don't have my pickaxe on me. You know what, let's just like, I can't break that one. I'm trying to find a piece of dirt I can break super quick. This one. There we go. Because there's a couple of areas around here where I'm suddenly like, oh, that is an escape route for a dinosaur that I don't really want escaping. Where was another one? This is one. And we'll take this one. And where was it? Okay, right here is an escape route. There's an escape route. I should have really looked closer. I mean, it's the problem with doing rock walls everywhere is sometimes you just straight up miss little escape points and you don't think about it. I also didn't go back and detail that, but you know, we can do that another day, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I think it's got a pretty interesting kind of feel to the overall build. I think it'll look obviously a lot better when we get some more plants and trees and whatnot going on in here. But for now, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's it's an interesting build, and that's pretty awesome, I think. And of course, again, we have tons of space we can mess around with out there, just to kind of expand this out, give them a bit more room and whatnot. But yeah, man, it's been forever since we've hatched a new dinosaur, hasn't it? Like, how many episodes? Well, I guess probably whenever we did the raptor house. I'd guess that's probably the last time we added anything. So that's been quite a while. To be fair, though, I guess we are kind of low on animals, but anyway. Dun 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 dun. 1, 2. 2 brand new little parasaurs. Oh my gosh, I forgot how loud those things are. They are insanely loud. They're very adorable, but stupid loud. Just insanely so. Super cute. And you guys are gonna be absolutely enormous pretty soon. Absolutely enormous. But anyway, I think that's like one last thing actually that I added in that I completely forgot about is over here. I put in a little ladder and a door. This is temporary. I just thought I'd make it look somewhat nice. But yeah, temporary little entrance into those 2 exhibits so I don't have to constantly parkour my way in and out of them because that's kind of annoying. But yeah, anyway, I think that's all we've got time for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the exhibit build. Let me know what you guys think we should add, any cool little bits or I don't know, decorations or terrain features we can add here, or stuff we can just generally do on the world. So yeah, anyway, thank you again for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed, and until next time, guys, see ya.